Welcome to Novel Beginnings.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Novel Beginnings. I am author Kenny DeVoe, and tonight we have Monique Allen.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to the show, Monique. How are you this evening?
I am excellent. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. So, we are just going to jump into this interview and let the audience know a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, again, I am Monique Allen. I live in the high desert, so I am in Victorville, a previous gym owner, but looking to reopen in the high desert, still train and have programs, and also work in the community as a community health worker.
Okay, and you do visitations too, right?
Yes, and I'm also a supervised visitation monitor, so I work with the kiddos.
And you do sign
It's
language.
yeah, and yes, and teach and teach sign language as well as an interpreter when needed. So um a few little things under my hat here.
Seven streams of income.
Yes, hey, when one shuts down, you gotta have a backup.
Exactly. I'm a stripper. People don't know that. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you gotta do what you can.
No, ma'am. I don't shake what my mama gave me. Okay. All right. So tell us a little bit about the book.
So the book is really my journey of just getting through childhood traumas, different issues that have, that come up in life, just different life experiences, and just try overcoming, learning how to cope with different traumas and experiences, and, you know, trying to stay positive through it all. Things will happen, but it's about the recovery. And so it's really about that, just, encouraging others that life happens, things happen, but you can push through.
And so what made you want to write the book?
So I've always had health issues ever since I was 9. And so just being in pain and then just different childhood traumas and getting through them and learning how to cope with different things. I had to learn just different strategies of how to overcome, and really just wanting to share those, out with people, or just give people, even to just put something on people's mind to discuss, is really important, because when I was in it, I didn't feel that I had any, or anyone cared or just had a listening ear. So I think with the book, um, it'll at least start conversations.
I know during the process we toyed with a lot of different titles, but I think I love On Borrowed Time the best because it fit the scenarios of what you were going through in the book so perfect.
Mhm. And even with that, once we kind of played with the title, it made me go back, and the title was more meaningful because I was like, well, it's this situation that I'm looking at, but you know what? Backing up and looking big picture, it's been a few times, in my life to where it's like, well, maybe I've been on borrowed time, and it's quality of life, and just taking advantage of the time you have, and making the best of it.
Yeah, that's so true. You never know when your last day
Mhm.
will be. So we all on borrowed time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So where can people find the book?
So it is on Amazon. We have it on Kindle, and then I will be printing copies. So I am more than willing to mail them out. um, so yes, we have a few avenues here. So hopefully I can, get it out and get some conversations going.
Okay. But you are doing something for this book, correct?
I am. So I am having a birthday book launch party because just so happened my birthday is April 8th. So I am having a birthday book launch April 5th in Apple Valley at Better Days. And I will get that. Well, I know you have the flyer. We can put that up, but I can get that address for you as
No
well.
worries. I'm gonna go ahead and post it for you.
Okay, awesome.
Probably as we were speaking, it went across the screen, so no way.
Okay, awesome.
Better Days in Apple Valley. We
That's
don't do
right. Look it up. See you there.
so. What time did you say what
Yeah,
time?
no, and that's all I was like, wait, and I just thought about, I was like, wait, I didn't say the time. So
Okay. So is it at 2?
2 to 5.
2 to 5. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I will be in the building.
Awesome. And so I even so I'm renting the place, it'll be closed from 2 to 5, and then they technically open at 5. And so they usually have karaoke and a band or whatever at 7. So I paid for the karaoke guy to come at 5. So that way we can have our 2 hours where the public think it open at 7. And so I paid for him to come at 5. So we'll have karaoke and board games, some champagne and wine, and have a good time.
That sounds like a good time. I can't wait to be there.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. So yes.
Um, Tell us how long this process took to get your book together.
It's been almost exactly a year because I was coming off bed rest when I decided to write the book. And I literally just got off bed rest April 1st. And yeah, it was right in that time. So, yep, it was almost exactly a year from start to finish.
Mhm. Yes,
So,
and that's how long it typically takes to write a book. There's been some people on here that's been saying 2 years, and it's not 2 years. My process
no,
is at least 6 to 8 months. That's
yes.
yes.
Yeah, it was, and it honestly, that time span, it went by fast, like time, to where it's like, because you're just moving, you're like, okay, we got this, we're moving. So it didn't seem like a year, it was like, man, but yeah,
It went by really
it
quick.
went fast.
Yeah. Okay, so my final question for you is how was it working with Devote Publications?
I loved it. This was my first time even venturing out into writing a book, and um, it had been on my heart for a while. And, finally it was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to sign this contract. And that's literally what I did. I woke up and I said, if it's on my heart in the morning, I'm going to sign this contract. And that's exactly what happened. And the process with working with you was great. My questions were answered because I do have a brain injury. So, even sometimes understanding stuff and processing things and talking things through and things like that. So it was very helpful for me having the Zoom meetings and being able to text you like, what was that again? So but yeah, it was very helpful. So for me, especially for someone that has never done anything like this, it was very helpful. So it was a
Awesome.
great process. Yes.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. So thank you for choosing Devote Publications. Congratulations on your
Thank
very
you.
first book,
Yes.
author Monique Allen.
I know, I was telling my son, I was like, I'm an author. I'm gonna put that on my resume.
Yes, I mean, because you got so many other things going on, you might as
Hey,
well.
you know what? Might as well rack them up while you can.
Yeah, because we on borrowed time.
That's right. Hey, you got to get them things on that list.
Right. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing with everyone what it was like working with us, your book, and your upcoming
Oh,
what is it,
yes.
party.
That's right, the birthday book bash. Yes.
I am looking forward to meeting you in person. It has been a
Yes.
pleasure working with
Yes.
you, and I appreciate your business. And so we are going to bid farewell to everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a good
All right.
night.
For anyone watching who is interested in writing their book, in need of writing coach sessions, or self-publishing your book, please visit www.kdevo.com and click on the Services tab and to get started with a consultation.